Welcome back to FoxieCast, Curious Minds. I'm your host, Foxie, and today I've got a special guest who's not just clever. He's a certified science genius with a lab coat and a caffeine addiction to match.
Guilty as charged. But let's be clear, the caffeine helps the neurons dance, Foxie. Thanks for having me. It smells less like burning rubber in here than my lab, which is a nice change.
You're very welcome, Professor Rascal. And for our listeners, Rascal is a raccoon, a chemistry professor, and as I've heard, quite the experimentalist.
Some say reckless. I say curious. Potato, unless we're dealing with starches, then it gets technical.
Speaking of technical, tell us what sparked your love for chemistry. Was it the bubbling beakers or the explosions?
Honestly, the color changes. I was a little kid, mixed some wild berries and rainwater, ended up staining my mom's tail blue for a week. That was the beginning of my scientific journey, and the end of her patience.
I love that. So from tail staining to tenure, that's quite a journey.
It is. Chemistry is everywhere, Foxie. In the food we eat, the air we breathe, even the emotions we feel. All chemical reactions.
Emotions too.
Oh yes. Falling in love? That's dopamine, oxytocin, norepinephrine, a molecular party.
Wow. I'll never look at a crush the same way again. Now, what would you say is the most misunderstood concept in chemistry?
Acids and bases. Everyone thinks acids are evil and bases are boring. But together, they neutralize, fizz, foam. It's the ultimate odd couple romance.
You make science sound so poetic. Have you ever brought chemistry into the kitchen?
Constantly. I do molecular gastronomy in my downtime. Ever had nitrogen-chilled honeydew spheres? They bounce, they melt, they blow your mind.
That sounds both delicious and suspicious.
That's the motto of most of my recipes.
And outside of food, what's your wildest experiment?
Once I tried to create biodegradable glue using tree sap, algae, and mushroom spores. It worked. Too well. My paws were stuck together for 3 days.
That explains the gloves you're wearing.
Safety first, style second.
Let's shift gears. If someone's listening right now and thinking chemistry is scary, what would you say to them?
I'd say, start small. Chemistry is just noticing changes. Water boiling? That's phase change. Bread rising? That's fermentation. You're already doing science every day. Just add curiosity.
So we're all chemists in disguise?
Exactly. Just waiting to reveal our inner molecules.
Love that. What about young animals or people who want to pursue science?
Play. Experiment. Ask questions like, why does this smell weird? Or, what happens if I mix this and that? Of course, supervised and safely. Goggles on. Always goggles.
Noted.
And don't be afraid of mistakes. Every failed experiment is data, even if it ends with a smoky mushroom cloud.
Sounds like experience talking.
Multiple smoky mushroom clouds worth. Yes.
You teach at the Woodland Institute of Science, right?
Correct. I teach Intro to Alchemy. We've modernized it, of course. And organic chemistry for small paws.
That's adorable. What's your favorite topic to teach?
Combustion. It's flashy, dramatic, and no student ever falls asleep, especially not after the whoosh bottle demonstration.
That sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
We sign waivers.
Let's talk chemistry and relationships. Do you think science helps with understanding connection?
Absolutely. Chemistry teaches balance, reactions, timing. Every great bond, be it romantic or friendly, is about compatible energy and stable interaction.
So you're saying we have great chemistry?
Undeniably. And not just because we both love snacks during interviews.
Speaking of, what's your go-to lab snack?
Dried cranberries dipped in chocolate. And espresso beans. It's edible inspiration.
That's genius. I usually just have nuts.
Simpler, but respectable. Full of healthy fats. Very pro-brain.
You've been doing this for a while. What's kept your spark alive?
New questions every day. Curiosity doesn't expire. And sharing what I love, teaching, talking, experimenting, that's the fuel.
You're inspiring, Rascal.
And mildly flammable.
Final thoughts for our audience before we wrap up this very reactive conversation.
Yes, science isn't just in labs, it's in living. Observe, wonder, mix things, ideas, perspectives, ingredients. Just avoid mixing ammonia and bleach.
Noted. Folks, this has been FoxieCast. You've heard it from the expert. Stay curious, stay wild, and always wear your safety goggles. And never microwave metal. Bye everyone, see you next time.